Hey, what's shaking, everyone? So, in quite possibly the most bonkers thing I think I won't say ever seen, but have seen today is, University of Michigan's taken it upon themselves to segregate virtual events. University of Michigan Dearborn holds whites only virtual cafe event. The title's a little bit misleading. There were no actual physical cafes because most universities are still online for some fucking reason. But let's just dig into this article because it's fucking great. University of Michigan Dearborn hosted a virtual discussion Tuesday that it dubbed the non-POC Cafe. Heavy on the POS, so. An event that appeared to welcome only white students and ignited criticism of the school for its decision to hold an apparently segregated event. Apparently? There's no apparently to it. If you are not this color, you're not allowed. The Dearborn campus, one of Public University's two regional campuses, described the virtual event as a space for students that do not identify as persons of color. Okay. To gather and to discuss their experiences as students on campus and as non POC in the world. Yes. Oh, Stacy over there, can you stand up and tell us how great it is to be white? Oh, Timmy, could you tell us how you've had a peaceful drive to campus today and nobody pulled you over? That would be terrific. Thank you. You're so powerful for getting together with a bunch of other hysterical white people. Oh, Jesus. Martin Luther King's turning over in his grave. University also held another event for students of color named the BIPOC Cafe. Using the acronym that stands for Black, Indigenous, and People of Color. Bring back the signs. Bring back the fountain signs. The virtual discussion of students of color was described similarly as a space for student parentheses S. What? How many people do they have enrolled in Dearborn that are black? Apparently one, maybe two. From marginalized racial, ethnic, cultural communities to gather and to relate with one another and to discuss their experiences as students on campus and as people of color in the world. Yes, Jaquan, I would like for you to stand up and for you to tell us how it is that you're allowed to go out every night and riot and nobody will hold you accountable, or how affirmative action has helped you, Shondalisa. Just a bunch of horseshit. This is terrific. The events, which occurred simultaneously at 2 o'clock on Tuesday, they got to compete. I wonder who finished first. Were hosted on Zoom by University of Michigan Center for Social Justice and Inclusion. Trump, take your critical race theory edict and make it to any subsidized university out there or any federally subsidized institution. It would be greatly appreciated. Anyways, they were scheduled to be held bi-monthly, generally to occur on the first Tuesday of every month at 2 p.m. Oh, so everybody can be awake. And the third Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. For those who are, for good thing, if you are late to the 2 p.m., at least you'll be on time for the 7. With dates and times subject to change depending on sleeping patterns and cookouts. The university has since apologized for the manner in which the events were described and promoted by the school and said both events were open to all members of the University of Dearborn campus community and were never intended to be exclusive or exclusionary for individuals of a certain race. Let me go back. Hold on. It says here specifically for the white people event, a space for students that do not identify as persons of color to gather and to discuss their experiences as students on campus and as non-POC in the world. Were never intended to be exclusive or exclusionary for individuals of a certain race. Wow. Just when you thought the universities couldn't take it any farther, they're lying to everybody straight to their face. They're lying to themselves in the same article. Now, on a more serious note, as hilarious as that just was, this ideology doesn't stay in the university setting. All of this kooky shit that's currently all over the world right now and is the leading cause behind all of the riots and all of the violence right now is because these critical race theory, all of this white guilt, all of these bonkers SJW policies have permeated the universities for decades now. And it is finally reaching its zenith. But hey, if you want to go to a whites only event or you want to go to a coloreds event, fucking be my guest. But that's not a society I want to be a part of. But I know which one's going to finish on time and which one's going to start on time. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, I'd appreciate a sub if you drop it down in the bottom, or hey, just hit it up with a like. It's just one little button click and it does me a world of good. And yeah, outside of that, I've got to go, I don't know, drink some bleach to make sure that my innards are also, just as white as the outside. Anyways, guys, I've been Don Consuelo. I want you guys to follow your gut. Get after it. Take care, everyone.